Hi guys.
Hello people.
I'm Lola. I'm not. I'm Milena.
I'm Lola.
And we're watching Attack on Titan.
And we're... we could have just like brought it out.
Yeah, that would be maybe better.
But
it's cute.
Literally the mailman came 10 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago. Literally 5 minutes ago.
Look at this.
So fucking cute, right? LM reactions. Now we can never change our name on YouTube.
We're planning on changing
No,
it?
but like if we ever,
Why would we?
If we become so popular, famous, we don't want to be called like LM reactions.
What will be called?
LM reactions. Milena's reacting.
I know you're just waiting for a moment to take over.
That was my plan.
Anyways, we got that. So there it is. It's cute. Also, yes, we're wearing the same hoodie.
Because Lola was like, if only you wear it, everybody's gonna say I am the clothes stealer, because that happened many times. Remember?
Oh yeah, I don't know why people think,
because like we have few same hoodies.
Yeah, we have.
And I took
two?
Yeah, we have two same hoodies.
Same.
And once I sometimes I take yours like gray one.
Yeah, my gray one.
And under the comments, everybody's saying like Lola is a clothes stealer.
Lola is the one that steals clothes. I'm like, I have how many centimeters on you? It doesn't work.
It would not
12?
work. Something like that, yeah. It would not work.
It would not work. So no, we just have same hoodies. We have the same hoodies. I'm traveling later, and this is what I'm be traveling in. Everything else is packed. And Milena just came in this.
And so just came to her place.
We're just gonna have to look like this while we film. And no one asked
I think it's
that,
cute.
But it's okay.
I think it's cute.
We're matching.
We're watching Attack on Titan, guys. Fucking Attack on Titan.
I'm sorry, how many episodes are there?
28.
Do you realize that we're like so close to the end? I hate that.
Is it like, yeah, it's 4 more episodes with this one, but it's not like it's not the end. Honestly, I don't have a feeling it's the end.
It's not the end, but like I don't know why they do not tell us what's coming next.
Maybe they don't know.
Is it a third part?
They have to start.
I would like if it was a third part. I have a feeling that it's gonna be a movie, but like I would like if it was a third part, because like if there were episodes, so I can like breathe every 20 minutes, you know what I mean? And if it's a movie, first of all, how does that work? Do they like plan to release it in theaters?
I don't think so.
How does it work? I don't know. I guess we'll have that information.
Honestly, honestly, I expect it to be. I mean, I don't know why, but like to me, it makes the most sense to be the third part. I mean, why not? It's not like every season has the same amount of episodes. Yeah, it would be weird if it was a movie, but like we'll see. We're gonna react to it anyways.
Yeah,
whatever it is, we're gonna react to it when it comes out. But honestly, I don't have a feeling that this is the ending, even though we only have like 4 more episodes with this one until the end of this part of a season.
Yeah, I just feel like that last part is gonna be like the finale is gonna be them going after Eren, and like stopping him. So I feel like that's until the next 4 episodes, it's just gonna be. I guess planning and coming to terms with having to stop him and like our guys learning to work together again, because now they're all reunited, and like we have our kids from Paradise and our kids from Libero. They might argue a bit in this episode, but I feel like they're gonna just
they should not.
I feel like there's a lot of unresolved things still between them. I mean, having reunited now, all of them, I think it's very different, because like before, when they found out what like Rainer and Bert were and what they did and everything, it was like so awful to them and horrible. And then like now, having known everything that we know, and our guys having done everything they have done, I think it changes things. And I really want to see them interacting. They have to save the world.
So like they have.
I feel like Armin is gonna be the peacemaker.
Exactly.
Here.
I don't think Armin is gonna be fighting at any point.
Well, I mean, how is Armin gonna be fighting? Exactly. He also had to kill so many people.
He just wants to.
See, you know who I think might be mad? I think John.
Because of Marco.
Yeah, because we mentioned Marco in the previous episode. I feel like John might be mad.
Well, there is a possibility for that, but like that's such a minor thing when you think about it. Considering, I mean, of course,
it's actually such a huge thing for John.
I agree, but like they killed their family before that, so like that's what I want to say. That John, like, Marco is such a minor thing compared to what they actually did. from the
Yeah, but
beginning.
I just think
But for
Marco,
John is-
Marco is like more than just like this one person. Like he represents a lot of things. I mean, for John especially, like he really made John who
Yeah.
he is now,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like that was the first thing he told John. Like I think you could be a leader, and I think that John really,
I think John is
living up to those words, and like
yeah.
a lot of choices that he makes is kind of honoring Marco. So I just feel like that might be a thing here, and I would kind of love to see that as well. Again, I would just love to see our guys interacting again with Rainer and Annie, because a lot of things have come to pass, and I think there's a lot of things to maybe talk about. And I guess we're coming to the.
I mean, yeah. No, I'm like, it's different with each of them. I mean, they were all close, but like Annie has been stuck inside of the bubble for so long, you know, and Armin has stalked her for 4 years. Maybe that's gonna be mentioned as well. And also Bert is in Armin's body. No, something.
Armin inherited Bert's Titan.
Yeah. And but with Rainer, it's even history after that, because they fought constantly against him. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see all of them, and Annie and Rainer. Oh my god, that reunion in the last episode when she kicked him, and just like one look at each other, that already broke me. So like,
I know. And then they have like Armin there, who's kind of Bert as well, but like not really. It's not the most pleasant reunion, but it makes me very happy to see.
I'm excited to see all of that.
I'm
all
very
of those
excited
reunions.
to see all of them, and like Hanji and Levi are also with
Honestly,
them,
that's
right?
what I think. I think these 4 episodes should only be like this.
I agree. If they could all just like honestly again sit around the fire singing Kumbaya for 4 episodes, just talking about things. Oh, I love that.
I actually saw the comments under our last episode that said that like why people had problems with the last episode. Isn't that like it was slow?
The 24th or 23rd?
The last one.
Okay, the one we lost. Okay.
Is that it was actually too fast. Meaning that...
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
No, I saw that like people were, I guess, because, you know, suddenly, you know, they come to Annie and like Annie goes with them and everything. But I just, I don't think I needed like, let's say, further explanation on how they all just because so many things have happened.
That's why...
But like you all trusted each other, not trusted each other, but like you were friends at some point, and like you all know where you are now and you know each other's hearts, let's say. And like Armin has talked to Annie for 4 years. I don't think Annie needs much to like trust him and like know that he is a good person. So like I didn't need much explanation on that. I heard a lot of people being like, what the fuck was that scene because of Connie, and like and I just think like Connie laughs, like just like Eren, Connie laughs in these moments, and it's like Connie is a bit losing it, like not a bit, but like, you know, he's not dealing with things like maybe how you would expect him to deal with, so that's why he's laughing. And like I don't know, the scene made sense to me character wise. Yes, but I read those comments, I think, as well.
I also didn't have that type of a feeling maybe, but like that's my opinion, that this show usually goes fast. Like it's very short, episodes are 20 minutes long, so like it's not something that like I'm not used to, that sometimes we just go somewhere we are immediately there, you know. So it's not like some other shows that episodes are like 55 minutes long, you know, and it takes you the entire episode to get there. So that's why I didn't have any wrong feeling about like it being
like I understand like what people mean,
exactly,
but like I didn't feel anything like, oh, this is too fast. That was fine for me. I'm very excited for this episode. Let's not talk more. We don't have much time, so let's just talk afterwards and see what happens.
My pillow. Okay. But only you can have a pillow.
That doesn't seem like a comfortable pillow.
I literally hurt myself. I cut myself immediately when I took it.
Who would have thought, people? Do you have a YouTube play button? I mean, it came really late.
I don't think you and me would ever think.
I don't think anyone would ever think. Was that baby Eren? I'll sip. Oh, like someone's talking about a future? Is that John?
Sounds like John to me, honestly. But I'm not sure.
Is that Mikasa? Is that Mikasa?
Is it John?
Yeah, he's thinking about a future.
He's thinking about the future with Mikasa?
Well, he always had a crush on... Oh, we're going back to how he...
I don't know why I didn't expect that.
Aww. I love him so much.
よく来たね。じゃあ、
Hmm.
ミカサから状況を聞いたところだ。過酷な状況下でよくやったよ。無事ではないが生きてるよ。
Boy.
I say good, let him rest.
私たちは車力の巨人だ。エレンを止めるためだ。皆殺しは間違ってる。
Yeah.
どうやって止めるんですか？
You stop him, how will you stop?
協力者を集め、君たちや9つの巨人がなければ何もできない。従来の兵団組織は壊滅して、もう私は君たちの上官でもない。
やります。これ以上エレンに、それが私たちやこの島を守るためであっても、エレンを止めたいんです。
Baby girl.
She's the best thing.
どうするつもりですか？エレンが子孫の力を維持できたとしても、あと4年の命なら、その後この島はどうなりますか？エレンを止めることは、この島を滅ぼすことになります。
マーレからすれば島に奇襲を仕掛けた途端、地ならして、今後しばらくはこの島に手は出せないと思う。
完全に島を滅ぼさないといつ世界が滅ぼされるかわからないと。
いずれにしろ島が滅ぶにしても、何年かは猶予ができるはずだ。
そうやって可能性を探してるうちに時間が過ぎて、何一つ解決できなかった。だからエレンは世界を消そう。
虐殺はダメだ。肯定する理由があってたまるか。ジョンの言う通りエレンがこうなったのは私の不甲斐ない理想論のせいだ。でも私はまだ調査兵団の団長だ。人類の自由のために心臓を捧げた仲間が見ている気がする。大半は壁の外に人類がいるなんて知らずに死んでいった。だけどこの島だけに自由をもたらせばそれでいい。
Oh fuck.
そんなケチなことを言う仲間はいないだろう。虐殺を止めることができるのは今しかない。
俺はまだ調査兵団です。
Why was this like in the first 5 minutes? What was this? What is wrong with that? This was too hard. Are they all literally sitting together by a fire?
誰か手伝ってくれないかな。
Look at them.
散々殺し合った者同士で飯を囲むか。どうして気が変わった？エレン・イエーガーを放っておけば、お前らが望む世界が手に入るのだぞ。我々はあと少しのところでエレンとジークの接触を阻止できた。お前らが奴らの手助けをしなければ。
私たちは虐殺なんて望んでない。
つまり正義に目覚めたというわけか。
正義だと。今正義を語ったのか。あんたらが送り続けてきた巨人に抵抗してきた俺たちが悪だったのか。いいか、俺たちが必死に戦ったの巨人に食い殺されたくなかったからだ。俺が悪魔の所業だって言っているのかよ、おっさん。
お前たちは悪魔に見える。今や世界は滅びつつある。お前らが必死に戦った結果がこれだ。
壁破られて目の前で母親が食い殺されていなきゃな。エレンはこんなことしてねえよ。
今さら歴史の話をしようっていうのだ。蹂躙したのがエルディアだってことぐらいは理解してるんだろうな。
2000年も前のことでいつまで被害者面してやがる。
実在する2000年の歴史に通用すると思っているのか。
なんだと。
見たわけでもない2000年前のいざこざ話なんて退屈だ。この島を根絶やしにしようとした世界の人々を楽園を捨ててまで助けようとする奇怪な悪魔の存在に外の世界で数ヶ月暮らした。もう何も知らない島の悪魔には戻れない。
Oh my god, I hope the whole episode is like this.
あんたたちに殺せるの？
Oh.
Wow.
エレンを殺せるの？
Wow.
I
Annie.
don't know where to go with this coffee now.
エレンを止める方法は殺すだけじゃない。
Baby girl.
あん
Of
たは
course.
そう言うと思ったけど、
Yeah.
それじゃあ何？それで考え直すくらいのやつが 人類大虐殺なんて実行する。
エレンと話してみないと。
じゃあ対話が可能だとして、それでも虐殺をやめてくれなかった時はやっぱりね。マーレに故郷を持つ私たちがエレンを殺そうとするなら、あんたらはエレンを守るために結局はそうでしょ。ミカさん、エレンより大事なものなんて考えたこともないだろうからね。つまり私を殺すべきだと。
Okay, we had to see their fight from season 1.
That's why I would say some things never change.
あんたの気持ちはよくわかる。私もエレンを止めたい理由は一つ。マーレにいる父親を殺されたくないから。だからあんたに助けがいる。説得してエレンを止められるのならそれでいい。少なくともその時まで私たちは争うべきじゃない。
Baby girl.
わかった。
Oh my god, they really started this episode. I don't know what to
Honestly,
do. I
I
can't
am-
drink coffee. I don't know what to do.
Honestly.
問題は始祖の巨人がどこにいるかだ。闇雲に飛んでもすぐに燃料が尽きる。
そうだ。だからこいつをさらった。
知ってたとして、なぜ私が答える必要が。
奴は前もって地ならしの進路を想定している。何らかの予想はできるはずだ。
クソ野郎。なぜ私がマーレ人のクソ野郎に協力する必要があるのかと聞いている。
あんたの命をこっちが握ってるからでしょ。
無駄だ。死んだ。
でも自分の故郷のためにマーレと戦ってたんだろう。
構わないだろう。こいつも同じクソ野郎のマーレ人だからだ。
レベリオであなたにまんまとやられたからね。イエレン、あなたの過去を洗いざらい調べて驚いた。ごく一般的なマーレ人家庭の出自をマーレに併合された小国出身と偽った。マーレに失望していたあなたはある物語を作り出した。それは王子様と世界を救う奇跡の物語。その欲深さに敬服いたします。
Yelena is such a mystery to me.
世界を救う。何億もの命を救うという崇高な胸の高鳴りに身を任せ、これまでの遺恨などなきもののように喉へと流し込む。少し思い出してみませんか。
You're talking to my village to
ダイナ
stew.
ー・ブラウン、
And what about Reiner?
あ
What
な
about
た
him?
が壁に穴を開けたことで
Yeah, yeah, we
ドイツ
know.
の巨人に食い殺されたでしょうね。アニー・レオンハート、あなたも随分と調査兵団を殺したそうです。普段は良識人のあなたがあそこまで派手に軍港を破壊するとは、ある意味どれだけの死体の山と戦果を挙げたことでしょう。皆さんのレベリオでの勇姿を私は忘れてはいません。あなたは車力を撃つためにそこにいるファルコ少年めがけ勇猛果敢に雷装を撃ち込みました。そこにいる少女ガビによってサシャが撃ち殺されました。本当にいい子でしたから私も悲しかった。訓練兵から家族のように一緒に過ごした皆さんの悲しみと憎しみとは比べ物にならないでしょう。
ありがとう、エレナ。お互いのわだかまりをここで打ち明けて心を整理させようとしてくれてるんだよな。
Oh.
忘れてた。何でしたっけ。以前教えてもらったあなたの親友の名前はマルコだ。彼の死に兄が関わってると言ってましたね。もう兄から聞いたんですか、マルコの死の真相を。
私がマルコから立体起動装置を取り上げた。だからマルコは巨人に食われ。
兄は俺の命令に従っただけだ。俺とベルトルトの聞かれてはいけない会話を耳にした。俺は正体がバレることを恐れ、マルコが巨人に殺されればうまく口封じができると思った。空中でマルコを屋根に叩きつけ、動けないように押さえつけている間に兄に立体起動装置を外させた。マルコはその場から動けないまま巨人に食われた。
マルコ、最後に何か言ってなかったか。
俺たちはまだ話し合ってないって。
俺たちはろくに話し合ってない。だからど っちかが死ぬまで殺し合うみてえなことになっちまったんじゃねえのか。
マルコが巨人に食われるのを見ながら、俺はなんでマルコが巨人に食われているんだと思った。そして怒りに身を任せてその巨人を殺した。よくもマルコをとか言いながら。
いいって、罪悪感で頭がおかしくなっちまったんだ。
許さないでくれ。俺は本当にどうしようもない。
もういいって。
すまない。
お願いします。地ならしを一緒に止めてください。お願いします。お願いします。お願いします。
どこ行くんだ、ジャン。
ジャン。
うるせえな。出発の時間だ。
協力してくれるの？
ああ、もちろんだ。ほら、いつまで寝てんだ、ライナー。怪我なんてとっくに治ってんだろ。
He's like, I wanna lie down.
I remember the last time they were in this thing.
蹴って悪かった。大丈夫か。
うん、大丈夫。
ライナー、お前には謝らねえからな。
それでいい。
佐伯が止めろ。何かあったのか。
港がイエーガー派に占拠されています。
Oh, I know I didn't like you for a reason. I don't like her, I don't like you, I don't like them. Either of them.
What an episode.
Did we speak like a word? I don't know.
But like, was there anything to say?
I don't know. It was just like, shut up and listen.
What an episode. What the fuck. This was 20 minutes of just them in the woods.
Exactly.
Shocked.
Exactly what I needed in my fucking life.
What an episode.
Did I not say I would love for them to sit around the fire singing Kumbaya together? They were literally
They were definitely not singing Kumbaya.
But this was okay, I mean, this is what I meant when I say singing Kumbaya. They didn't actually expect it to be happy and well and good.
Say this is everything but Kumbaya.
Yes,
Whatever happened this
is
episode.
emotionally traumatic, but healing at the same
that's what
time.
I want to say. Like,
I don't know, like this episode was a lot. I feel like
it was what they needed.
I just feel like in 20 minutes they gave me a lot. There's just a lot of things to address, I guess. It was also very interesting, the, how do you call it when it's like drawn? Like not the directing of it, but like the visuals? Like it was a lot of panning into...
Scouts gear.
At the beginning, it's like, yeah, but they're like panning on different things, you know, panning on the wood, panning on a lot of trees.
In my opinion, depending of the scene. Mm-hmm. In the beginning, it was most about scouts.
Yeah,
when they were when they were accepting that they were scouts and that they're gonna fight and that they can just sit and not like when Henry talked to Mikasa and John.
Yeah.
That was mostly about scouts, but later, in my opinion, it to me at least, it looked like when they were panning to the woods and fire, it was mostly after something harsh being said. In my mind, for example, about when they talked about Marco, and when it was just like everything calmed down. I can't even explain it, you know.
I think like there was a lot of also, or at least in my mind, I think there was a lot of eyes and everything. So I feel like the episode was really showing, I guess, characters like, let's say, like looking within. It was a lot of like their emotional and the emotional aspects. So I think that was the reason why we were like panning on these things, because like we have to. It's like thinking about what's going in their mind. And the woods, I think it might also be because they were, they were talking about all the horrible things that they have done, our guys and everything. And they're in the woods, and like they're children from the forest.
Yeah.
And I think like maybe because you see trees and it's because it's looking up, and so you see sky as well, so like what's beyond the trees. So like maybe it also wanted to indicate them leaving the forest.
They're
so, like,
everything but leaving the forest.
Well, technically they are. I mean, they're going to fight a war now, but fighting a war for humankind.
Well, they have always done that.
Yeah, but like now...
At least scouts, in my mind, they have always, in the beginning, done that.
Yeah, but like they're doing it for the final time, let's say, to stop people from having to enter the woods. I mean, final time.
It
never ends, but like for, let's say, them, their generation, maybe their children's generation, I don't know. Like maybe to stop that, I don't know. But that stood up to me. I was like, because I'm reading the subtitles, but I was like looking at it, at the trees, like constantly changing. I thought that was interesting. Or maybe it was just because they didn't have enough time to like draw everything. So like this episode, they were like, oh, well, let's draw trees or something.
So. Honestly, I think it was done.
I think it was a creative choice.
Everything was, I think, done on purpose.
Yeah. Oh, let's start from something. I mean, let's start from the beginning. We opened up with John. I first wasn't sure. Like he said something along the lines of like he was thinking about the future and like how he wanted to live, and it's because Flock told him that you can it's over now, like you can go and live your life and get drunk and do whatever you want, and then you don't have to fight anymore. And so like he was sitting in that cell, whatever it was, he was sitting on that bed and thinking about a future that he wanted, which is just like peaceful, calm, a kid. That looked like Mikasa to me. That doesn't have to be Mikasa. It looked like Mikasa to me.
I definitely now think it's Mikasa.
Yeah. I mean, we knew like early on, episode like 4 of season 1, 3 maybe, I don't know which one, that he liked Mikasa. Apparently that crush is still alive and well, and of course it would be. I don't see how you would not be in love with Mikasa.
Honestly, I think that would be nice in my opinion. And now I kind of wish that's how the show is gonna end, and it's gonna indicate of the two of them being together. Maybe that's what I would like, just because I think Mikasa's story at the end might be the most tragic one, if you ask me. I would like for her to have any type of happiness at the end. Any type of happiness, honestly. Life with John doesn't sound that bad,
Life with John sounds perfect, girl.
So so after everything that she's gonna do, in my mind, if she kills Eren, and I think that she definitely will, and definitely remember everything, and she's gonna have to live with all of that. I mean, we've seen how much she can't even start to think about killing Eren, hurting Eren at any point. We saw that in this episode. That was maybe one of my favorite scenes in this episode.
Oh, it was too good.
Because it was kind of shocking, in my opinion, because Annie hit the point, because we always
like we all know, like we all have it in the back of our minds.
And we always talked about how they can't even start to think that. And
again, I think like deep down, like they all have it in their minds, like it's a possibility, but like they can't even fucking approach it.
I think they can't even start to think about that.
And then Annie was just like, okay, so
Annie literally just hit the point. Annie literally was like, and what if not? What if you can't just convince? Because I think even when it crosses their minds, they're like, we're going to convince them. We're going to do everything in our power. We're going to convince them.
There has to be some other way.
Yeah. we're gonna make it, and I mean they will not, definitely. I just wanted to say that, like, I think for both of them, but mainly in my mind for Mikasa, because I think she's the one I'm most scared of at the end.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the show, like
How
since we
she's gonna
thought
mentally
about that she could possibly hurt Eren
Yeah.
at the end. I mean, kill him, not hurt him. And that she could possibly do that. Since that moment, she's the one I've been worrying about the most in my mind.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a nice ending in my mind for her. The best she could possibly have.
And that's a thing. We keep going with Mikasa, but like that's the thing that I really need for her. I love her.
Yeah.
I think she's such a good character. And I think she just deserves happiness.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think she is ever. This is gonna be so fucking traumatic. And like any type of happiness that you could give me, I'm like craving it for her.
Exactly.
Like I just need her to be good because I think she deserves it.
Exactly.
So, future with John sounds
better than
great.
no future, like
It sounds
better
great.
than just thinking about what she's done. I wish she's gonna be able somehow to continue living, you know?
Yeah. Let's continue about John because like, that's when we started and we lost track. But yes, I love that scene that he was, again, facing the possibility of being able to just like sit, not do anything and wait for freedom, let's say, to come to him. And yet, of course, he doesn't. I mean, of course he doesn't. And of course he goes with our guys.
Yeah, there wasn't a moment in my mind where I thought that would be different. Maybe if our guys weren't there, maybe if he was alone. But like just our guys being there and wanting to fight, there is no possibility where John is not right beside them, fighting with them.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think he is haunted, let's say, for lack of a better word, by Marco. I feel like even without our guys, he would still be seeing Marco, and he can't do anything to, let's say, dishonor his memory. I just need to say how much I love John and how much I just love his character arc, and I think he might be like the best person, one of the best people in this show. I mean, he has done pretty much nothing. Like I would argue Armin is like one of the purest things, but like he has killed God knows how many people in that port, so like by that standard I can't like really claim that. But like John, I think, has always been just one of the fucking best people here.
Well, yeah, but I think they're different. I mean, meaning John doesn't have Colossal Titan inside of him.
Yeah.
They have now different...
Well, I mean, I guess John has better opportunity to be
a better...
yeah, because like unfortunately for Armin, he does have that. And then that does come with some type of responsibility. I think, again, John's arc to becoming this person, this leader, has just been so fucking good. I love that we also addressed... I'm just going to finish with John throughout this episode, I guess. We also had that scene with Rainer. Rainer told him that he was the one that kind of killed Marco. And I also love that for Rainer, because like we know how much Rainer feels guilt about everything. So like I was just waiting for him. I was like waiting for him to say it, because I feel like he also wants to be judged for it.
I mean, he hates himself. He hates everything he did. He doesn't want to live anymore, and that's been going on since the beginning of the season. So of course he's gonna say that. I think even if he didn't hate himself, I think that he definitely would say that because of the guilt he feels.
And like then John went and punched him, and it was like a lot of punches, but like what else do you kind of expect at that point? I think Rainer was also anticipating those hits like nothing here.
I mean, I think Rainer wanted those hits. That's what I meant. Like he hates himself. He wants everybody to hate him. So he wanted those
hits.
Which is horrible if you ask me.
I mean,
that's
again,
one
Rainer,
of the worst things ever.
Rainer is, one of the biggest tragedies of the show. I just think Rainer has a very difficult time dealing with any of the things that have happened, and that is so very understandable and makes me so sad for him. that like he just simply cannot deal with any of it. But before that, I mean, John asked for Marco's last words, which were ironically like we didn't even talk it through, you know, which could be applied to a lot of things in this show. Like we don't talk it through. Armin tries to. Armin fucking tries to. And who then said something along the lines of like
Hanji, I think Hanji.
Like now we have the opportunity to like sit down and talk it out, and then maybe something good will come out of that.
I love that they had the entire episode of just them, because like they would never be able to work together if nothing was said.
They didn't address everything.
Exactly, because and also when we were with
that's
John,
what Yelena
we had
was like doing.
Also Magat and John talking.
Yeah.
Something that we talked a million times. Like just depends on which perspective you look, from which perspective you look at the things, and that's always in life. Not just with them. With them, it's just in far bigger scales, you know.
Yeah. I love that whole conversation. I love Magat's character. I think he's so great. And that whole conversation between, Magat and everyone, kind of, because like he was saying to them, you know, but you are devils because this is what we feared, and see it's happening right now, you know. And then they start, well, this never would have happened if you didn't do this to us, you know. If Eren didn't see his mother get eaten, he never would have done the rumbling. And then it goes back to, well, if your people hadn't kept us slaves for like 2,000 years, then this never would have happened, you know. And then what do? We can do that fucking forever. But I like that they addressed all of that. I like that they all said their things, and I like, you can't argue with anyone on anything, because like all of them are correct, depends on how you look at it. And they have all suffered, and they have all suffered because of each other as well. I just love that whole conversation between Magat and John that was happening there. And then Yelena comes and starts like saying how everyone starts naming all the like awful things that they have all done, you know, starting with the warriors, and then Armin, and then, you know, how John is actually like so good, but then, you know, he pointed Titan Spirit Falco and like was about to shoot. So like, you know, then there's like something to say about that as well, just to show how much each and every single one of them has maybe done things, again, some more than others. Like you can't compare John to like Armin, Reiner, or anyone else, or like Mikasa to them. Like it's not the same, but like they have all done things. And Yelena was trying to, I guess, get it all out in the open, because like maybe that way, if we all just
she managed
talk about it, address
especially because she managed to address the Marco thing, which was the basically only one hidden, because other than that everything was out in the open. Everybody knew what the other did, and I think now after all this time everybody also knew why the other did those things, you know? So I think now it's completely different when they talk about stuff that Reiner and these ones destroyed the world, you know, when Armin also went and
destroyed that port.
Destroyed their port, you know. So like they all have a lot of blood in their hands, in my mind, you know.
Yeah.
Because maybe John didn't kill as many people as, let's say, Armin did, but like I think that just because he doesn't have as much power that Armin has, because in my mind they all went there together and fought together. Like before that, when they fought Titans, this time they fought to save Eren, because without Eren they have nothing. They are nobodies.
And Magat said, like, you know, if you didn't try to stop us from stopping Eren and Zeke touching,
that is true in my mind.
This would not be happening. But like, of course, like, what if our guys stopped Eren? We lose all that we have, and the world destroys us. You know, so like. What is anyone supposed to be doing here? There's just like no good answer. To go back to the scene we were talking about, John and Reiner then fought. They didn't fight. Reiner was sitting there and getting his face pummeled to the ground.
And my girl Gabby came to help and got kicked in the stomach. Punched. Whatever.
Yeah, that was an awful scene. I can't. Gabby. What a fucking character.
She is easily one of the best characters in this show, honestly. In my honest opinion, easily, especially in season 4.
The fucking growth that she has gone through in these episodes has just been...
And I think that growth is even bigger in my mind because she's 10 years old.
Yeah. And then to go and ask forgiveness.
And to beg for help.
What they have done, a child.
You're literally, I'm
begging
sorry.
For forgiveness
I did this. We came here to kill you all.
Yeah.
I literally came here to kill you all. But now, when I saw everything, and when Eren is and my mom and my family is about to be destroyed, please help me. Please help me save them.
Because she said, like, we had to blame someone. You know, we had to blame,
of course,
the Eldians on Paradise. And so we had to do this, and we had to hate you.
Of course, they had to blame them when you think about it, because who else can they blame? Marlies. Marlies were too strong for Eldians to hate on them, you know?
Yeah.
All the Eldians to rebel, they still can't do basically anything, you know?
Yeah. Oh, and I loved Maggot's reaction there. I think that's when we saw, like, some type of, like, guilt. Because, like, that's how they treated them. Like, honestly, Maggot really didn't. Like, we always saw how much he cared about them. He cared about the warriors. He didn't... I mean, he has done also awful things, but, like, he didn't treat them like...
I mean, probably because... maybe in the beginning, you know? But probably because he was close to them and he got to know them and he realized how wrong it is. What is...
I mean, I just think his... that's what he said in like, the early episodes that we saw him. He was like, they're devils and we're also devils. Yeah. And that's it.
Exactly.
And so I like with that mindset to him, it's kind of the same. Again, we saw this in this episode. He knows their history and the history where Eldians were the oppressors. It was not that far behind. Like, so he had maybe living relatives or like his grandparents or something. His great grandparents might have been suffering under the Eldians. That's like fresh history, you know, to him.
But if you ask me, not as fresh history as Eren seeing and other of our guys seeing their parents died right in front of their eyes.
Of course.
So to me, that's why I will always have so much sympathy towards our guys.
Yeah.
Because it has been done to them in that moment.
Yeah. I completely agree. Like, you can't justify the
But again, then we have a scene in the last episode with Jägerists. Who want to go and destroy Marlies and treat them the same like Marlies treat Eldians on Libero. So
I saw this comment and it had like a lot of likes, and I was very confused by it. But like something along the lines of like you know, Eren saw his mother getting eaten in front of him. Like, of what is he supposed to do? Like, these people have attacked them, but like. What is your thought process there? Because Eren saw his mother getting eaten by a titan, so now so many mothers, so many children, fathers are gonna die because of that, and that's like justified. I'm just like so very confused. I didn't think that anyone was actually like justifying Eren in the sense of like he should be doing this, and then like I saw comments that like are doing that. I thought we could all understand how Eren came to this. And how this is like, I guess, a natural progression of like what Eren is gonna do. But like, I cannot believe that there's a single human, possibly, who could think that he should be doing what he is doing. Because like, if he doesn't do that, they'll kill us all. I don't know how...
I just loved it.
That's so confusing to me.
That's why I loved Hanji in this episode. Yeah. Because John put solid points there. Gave, whatever. Yeah. Solid points there. He was like, if we don't let Eren do this, we're maybe dead. They're gonna maybe attack us. Yeah. And he really said stuff that makes sense and that are true. And she was like, we can't ever justify genocide. Yeah. And
she said something along the lines of like, I would rather die than come to a point where I would find any way to justify genocide. And she like emphasized that so many times, like that's genocide is wrong. And like I feel like the show is telling this to people. I just like feel like the show is
I love that so much because I agree completely with that. Because there will never be justification to a person to do this. Yeah. Loves another human being who wants to say no.
No, nothing.
Loves his whole family. No. Been through horror. No. nothing that could ever, like, we can sit here and understand why Eren is doing this. Sure.
And we really do.
Sure,
Like, there is
we
no
can.
problem there.
Makes sense. Understand how he got to it.
And
I'm
so
sad.
sad.
I'm
It's
sad.
so fucking sad that he got there.
I'm just sad that this is where Eren's character, this is where Eren's character is. I will forever be so sad because this is not what I wish for his character when it started this show. No. Never. And this is so tragic to me and sad that this has happened. But that doesn't justify anything. The horror that he's doing, no.
But again, I mean that is the whole point. Like, we have been following Eren, who's like, you know, who's our protagonist, and then who has, because of everything that has happened, you know, fallen so off the deep end that, like, even though he is, let's say, being led by love, he wants to protect the people that he loves. He is doing it in such an awful way because that's how he perceives, how he wants it to be done. Because again, it's a lot of it. It's, you know, again, the plan that I'm sure he has, where if he just concentrates all the hate on him, it's our guys are gonna be able to be safe for, you know, for their lifetimes. They're gonna be able to be safe. But again, he is killing millions. He is killing, I don't even know how many fucking millions of people. And so I just think, again, it is a type of revenge. Even though, like, he's not moving. I can't explain his character ever.
I agree, and I disagree with you, because I don't think he's only led by love. I think he's both led by love and revenge. He's like, I don't think he would do one thing without the other. You know what I mean?
Well, you cannot. Again, we're saying this. He cannot kill this many people unless he wants to in some way.
Exactly.
Like, he cannot do that. No human could ever do that.
Yes, he wants to do this for Mikasa and Armin and his friends. Yes, that stands. That is true. But he also wants to do this because he hates the world. And that's just how it is.
Yeah.
I don't think he loves Mikasa more than Mikasa loves him. But Mikasa doesn't have that inside of her, where Eren does. And that's the whole difference between their characters, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Now I think we should continue with Eren and
Mikasa.
And not Eren, Mikasa, Annie. What Annie said, I think.
Oof.
That's the scene that we didn't mention.
So
I mean,
good.
much we think we should continue talking because that scene was just fucking amazing.
That was a lot.
Annie said exactly what you and me constantly thought, you know, like that they are not even thinking about it. And we saw clearly in this scene that they can't even start to think because they know what they have to do if they can't stop him.
He is taking it so far that there's no way to stop him other than killing him. Because, like, if he has started this, you know,
and if
he has come this far, there is nothing else to do. Like, if he has committed to this, what can you possibly even say to him that he would just be like, oh, okay, I'll stop? Like, I don't see it. So, like, the only option is death. And I think if you looked at the things objectively, you would know that. But because they're so close to it and they grew up with it, and, like, of course you're gonna try to find any other solution. Of course you're gonna try to think that, like, oh, of course he's not gonna die. You know, of course we're gonna do something else. And so, like, Annie really just...
And I love that Annie said, so we're supposed... I mean, not she didn't maybe say that, but, like, we're supposed to trust you. And the moment when you're supposed to actually save us, you're gonna fight for Eren and not against Eren, you know?
I love that she said to her, like, I'm paraphrasing because I can't quite remember what she said, but, like, something along the lines of, like, you love Eren so much you would do anything for him, like, that's your main motivator. And it's like she said it in an attack, and then she was like, but I get it, because that's like I want to save my father, and so I just really love that. And so then she was like, let's not fight until we have to get to that point. Potentially and see what you're gonna do. There's also this thing I see about Mikasa and her love for Eren, and I think, like, it's very common when people talk about it. This is gonna be so fucking complicated now. at least my mind, it's gonna be complicated. The way people address Mikasa's love for Eren sometimes when I like read about it, it seems kind of like let's say like it's toxic. Like she is stuck and she needs like saving from Eren. It's like it's not the way people talk about it. It's like they're not talking about it like just love that you have for a person that you grew up with. It's like it's some unhealthy type, and I simply don't agree with that, because like for me there was nothing there to indicate that it's unhealthy in any way. Like it was just very simple to me. Like she loves him the most in this world, like how you would love your partner or your brother, sister, mother, father, whoever you love most in this world. For her, that's Eren. You would want to do anything to protect him, of course. She has just always done that. It has never to me been anything that is unhealthy. I don't know how to say it. I just don't think it has been unhealthy, that love. Like has it been hurtful?
I think
like
it
in
is.
some way, sure, that is a thing. But like the way people are like talking about it sometimes to me seems like, you know, Mikasa has to snap out of that like grasp of something. And I'm like, what fucking grasps? It's just love. You can't like it would to me be fucking impossible to like if that was my sister or something. What am I supposed to be like? Oh yes, I'm gonna kill her. I'm like,
no, but I think because of how they grew up and how Eren saved her and how Eren became her whole her whole family, and her biggest motivator in life. That like whatever happens, she's only thinking about him. She's thinking about him much more than she would ever think about herself, and she would rather risk her own life than anything happening to him. And that's been like that her entire life. So I'm not saying that that's not healthy and that it's not human to feel that, because maybe I feel that as well to some other person, you know. But it can be hurtful because it is her whole personality. Let's say, not personality, but like her biggest motivator in life. And now she has to deal with.
I mean, that is why it's gonna be like hurtful because of the love that she feels for Eren, who is now this person, unfortunately.
I mean, we had a scene when Armin defended her, and she stopped him, even though Eren was instinctively. Those stuff has been because Eren has been her family since she was. So, like, is it healthy to have that one person that is your whole world? You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean, but I'm just like, it would be unhealthy to me if she loves him so much and so now she's gonna give up the world and like let him do this.
No, she would
that
never
is that
do
and
that.
she would never do that. That's why I'm like, it never crosses any type of line for me. Like everything that she does is the same person. It's the same thing that I would do for the person I love most in this world. So like it bothers me sometimes reading about the way that people perceive that love and how like sometimes it just sounds strange to me. It's like he has kidnapped her and then she is just
no. To me it's just normal. It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense because he has been her entire family since she was 6-7 years old. And all her life meant to him, basically. So if she loses him, in her mind, she's losing everything.
Yes. And
so like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. But like again, she's
is it
still
healthy
gonna
to
let it
have?
happen.
Is it healthy? I agree. No, I agree with you completely. But like, is it completely healthy to completely fall apart without that one person?
Well, I mean, no, of course.
But like, that's human, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's what I think I would do the same.
Yes.
You know? So
exactly. But again, I think Mikasa, we saw that in episode 6, season 1, right? When she thought that he died. When she like did want to die, and yet she didn't. She didn't stop fighting.
It's hurtful for her, let's say, in my opinion, not to anybody else, because she's gonna fight for the world. She's gonna fight for her friends. She's not gonna let that affect anybody around her. She's gonna stop Eren now. She's gonna be the one who's gonna kill Eren. 99%.
Who else? Can
No,
you
no,
fucking
if just
imagine
in my
anyone
mind,
else?
if it doesn't make sense, because so far that's the only thing that made perfect sense in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I
But like
agree.
if it ending somehow doesn't make sense, then that 1% stands always.
Okay, yeah.
But like she's gonna be the one who is gonna kill Eren to save the world.
Yeah.
So it is only in my mind hurtful to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's say.
Yeah. I don't know why people like treat that like it's not normal. Like, don't you love someone so much? Like, not maybe to that extent, because like that is the only thing that she has in her life. I mean, not really. Like, there's Armin as well, but like Eren is her entire family. She's lost her entire family. I don't know. I just like sometimes it bugs me the way that people talk about it. So that's just what I wanted to say. Yeah. I don't think Mikasa maybe is ever gonna like come to a point where she's gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna go and kill him. I just think like in that moment she's gonna realize that there's like maybe no other option. Like, I don't know, maybe
even Eren helps her with that.
Well, again, I think Eren knows fully that it's coming, and I think he knows that it's probably gonna be by Mikasa, because like who else is even capable enough to approach him? I don't think anyone. I think maybe that's like, you remember the last episode he told that girl to throw away the scarf. Like I think Eren is trying to like help Mikasa move on, like after having to do this maybe.
I don't know. We'll see how that all turns out.
I don't know what Eren thinks is all gonna pan out.
Thankfully, not soon.
Not soon.
In a year, let's say.
Yeah, we're gonna mentally prepare for that.
Yeah,
but that scene was great.
That scene, when you see that scene, one scene was from the beginning until the end of the episode, basically until they woke up, and then we had a scene with John coming back
again. Yes, because I mean, when Gabby was like, Gabby and Falco started begging for John to help, for them all to help, and then John like walked away, and Gabby and Falco thought that like, this is it.
There wasn't a point in my mind.
I mean, like legitimately, imagine thinking that John is not gonna step up.
I mean, he already came there. So.
Yeah, like he was already there. Like he was already gonna do it. But like I just love that whole process of him accepting that like he has to fight for the world, and then him coming back. I don't know why that made me so fucking emotional. Like he woke Gabby up, and Gabby's like looking at him, and she's like, wait, like you're gonna help us, and he's like, yeah, of course.
Gabby just looks more and more like a child when she looks at somebody.
Yeah, she does.
The way she looked at, you're gonna help us.
Yeah. And then John just being like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Because like, of course he's gonna help you. Like, of course that is the thing that he's gonna do. Of course that there is no other thing.
Yeah.
Like that moment, I don't know why, that just made me, I was about to start sobbing there. And I love him so much. I think what a fucking great character he is. Oh, we didn't even fucking mention, let me just go back, Hanji. When she was talking about how she is, how people who have, died, scouts, everyone's kind of looking towards her, and then we go and see everyone who is dead, much like Erwin saw while he was alive, everyone that has died, and now he's standing there. Now he's standing there, looking down.
Such a good scene
on her. It's like it gives her strength. To not let them down.
She said that like.
That was so.
She mentioned even in the episode, I don't know, I'm not your superior, but then she said, I'm still the commander of the scouts. And
then John said, and I'll always be a scout.
Yeah.
And like, what is a scout? Like, they are saving humanity. Like, that is what they started with. Like,
exactly. For them it was, humanity was only that island, but now the humanity is whole world, and again, still doing the same thing. They're saving it. Just the difference, one little small thing this time, it's their best friend. But like that, the one who is destroying the world, and they have to fight against, which is horrible.
And that's what he meant. Like, I'm always a scout. Like, this is what I'll always do. And so he does it, and I just I love that. And then at the end, they're all riding the carriage, whatever it is. And last time, to me, it reminded me of the scene when they were all riding in season 4 with a flashback when Eren told them that like they're all very important to him, and now they're riding off to stop Eren. Funnily enough, and John fucking apologizes.
to one person,
Gabby.
to the other, no.
Well, like, of
course.
course, he's not gonna apologize to
what?
Rainer, because like, why?
Rainer broke
he's
the
like,
wall.
you know, you
They
had
will
it
never
coming.
exactly, and they.
I don't know. I like, again.
I just love that they're gonna now all work together.
Yeah, and like, I don't know how that.
All our children.
They're all gonna have to trust each other.
Yeah, and I think they will,
Yeah,
because this episode was exactly what
they need to bring it together.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and I think
agree.
it was perfect, honestly. I can't wait to watch the next one.
I'm so excited for the next one. I mean,
Only
at
3 more
the end,
episodes.
we saw that they have taken control, the Jaegerists have taken control of the port, and he has captured, I don't know what her name is, but the one from Mikasa's one side of her family. And I don't like that woman for some reason. Because they wanted to use Mikasa, so like, I don't like her. So like, John. So like, Flock pointing a gun at her.
Really?
I'm kidding, of course not, but like, I don't know. It rubbed me the wrong way that you wanted to use Mikasa and then like left us hanging.
So now we don't care.
So now I'm like,
I agree, actually.
I mean, no, like, honestly, woman, the world is falling apart.
Yeah, so,
like, all people are dying.
yeah.
You're not more important to me than any person like the
Yeah.
Colossus line is gonna step on now. So like, you know, there's that. What's gonna happen now? Who knows? I guess will we first have to deal with the Jaegerists, maybe? Maybe that's what's gonna be until the end of the season.
I think until just like the last episode of this part is gonna maybe be us coming closer to Eren or doing something, and that's it.
I just feel like we're not even gonna see Eren until maybe the last
episode.
like maybe...
Oh well, yeah, me neither. I don't know why would we. I mean,
yeah, no, I mean we were with him.
For a few episodes,
in the beginning,
yeah.
like, we all know what's happening, we all know what he's doing, like, let's say, not really, we never know what, like, in his mind is fully, but, like, we're not gonna get it until the, like, I'm assuming, very end, kind of. And so I just think this whole part of the season is, and will be about the rest of our guys, and I absolutely love that. Like, they can give me 20 more episodes just like what this was. I would be very happy about that. I wonder if people thought this episode was boring. They were all just sitting on a circle talking. Could you imagine?
I saw a comment, I think, on our Twitter, maybe. Oh my god, can't wait for you to react to this episode or something like that.
Okay, so they...
I don't think they did.
Okay, good. Good. Because, like, if someone comes to me and says, oh, this is boring.
What do you care about?
Then I don't...
What do you care about?
I don't, but I'm just like, wow. Humans are fascinating. It's like, how?
Okay, guys.
That's it.
Amazing episode.
Amazing.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in a week.
Bye.
Bye.